I'm fine. Two simple words we say all the time. But sometimes they hide more than we realize. The pain we manage, the challenges we soften, the moments we push through. Today we're exploring what it really means to go beyond I'm fine, to live fully with intention, and to choose positivity even in hard moments. Rocky Williams knows this well. He lives with hemophilia B, and his daughter does too. Over the years, he's learned that I'm fine can be just the starting point. For Rocky, it's about aiming higher, about being amazing, fantastic, and embracing life not just for ourselves, but for the people we love and care for.
I definitely know what it's like to hear the words "I'm fine," and I've certainly more than my fair share said the word "I'm fine." If I'm having a knee bleed and somebody comes to me and asks, "Oh, how are you? How's your knee?" I have definitely said the words "I'm fine," and "I'm fine" typically means I'm dealing. I'm dealing with whatever it is.
That word, dealing, not denying, not ignoring, just managing the moment.
Because at the end of the day, like that's all we want, right? We want to help each other. If I see somebody who says I'm fine or says that maybe I'm not fine, you know, um, what does that look like for you? Do you want to talk about it? Is that something you want to share? What can I do in this moment that would be helpful to you? I think mindset is absolutely key. And for me, what I do is I remind myself that it is a blessing, honestly, to know that if something happens, I can take care of myself and whatever the needs are. And I certainly want that freedom for not just me, but also for my daughter and for my family. I want to know that we can travel and go to, I don't know, the Dells in Wisconsin for my birthday, and we're gonna have the best time ever. And of course, we're gonna bring our meds so that in the instance that something were to happen, that we could take care of that.
That perspective didn't come from nowhere.
I went into the community through camp, and for me, that was because it was so life changing, and I felt like the role models that I had in that moment were so extraordinarily impactful, so crazy meaningful that I could never ever give back enough to do that for other people. So through that, I have made it my mission in life to be there for the community in every way that I can. And often that means just giving people hugs.
Rocky grew up in the bleeding disorders community, especially through camp, where he learned that life with a bleeding disorder didn't have to be defined only by caution.
I'm a big proponent of heck yeah, I want to do the zip line. Heck yeah, I want to try that new fun thing. Like that looks awesome, and I want to share that level, that excitement with my family, with my friends, and certainly with my daughter. And I know that every time that she tries something new, not only is it exciting for her, but it is so much fun to share.
Mindset doesn't mean ignoring risks, it's deciding what role fear plays.
I guess I would say the fear of the unknown is always there, but I'm not going to let fear get in the way of trying new things and having the most out of life. Of course, there's the fear that what happens if I get into a bad accident or just get a bad bleed, or even if I just, I don't know, step the wrong way and tear something in my leg, which not saying that has happened, but it has happened. um, I know that I am equipped now to deal with that, and at the end of the day, even if I'm in a bad situation, even if I am in pain, I know that I can't let that roll me. I know that even if I'm feeling down, that I live not just for myself, but for other people. And I know that the other people are counting on me to be there for them. And so I know that, sure, there are all kinds of things in this world that are super scary and all kinds of things in the world that could happen. But I don't let that fear control me.
And now, Rocky's perspective carries even more weight because he's not just living with a bleeding disorder himself, he's raising a daughter who has it too.
I have hemophilia, but I also have a daughter with hemophilia. So, how do I role model for her? How do I show her enthusiasm for being active, for exploring, for having those adventures, for play? And what I've learned is that when maybe I get a bleed, that I have to take care of it right away, but more importantly, I want to show her that we can manage that in a way that is good for us. And I'm just as recently as my daughter's last birthday, she turned 7. We went to a trampoline park and I came back. And of course, I was the one with the bleed.
That might sound like a setback, but not for Rocky. It became a teaching moment.
We took it as a great opportunity to talk about it. And I got on my meds and we had a wonderful conversation about what it's like to have hemophilia, what it means to take care of that, and also how if we get hurt, that's okay. And we did. We had the best birthday for her ever.
Life happens, bleeds happen, and you deal with them. Then keep living.
Sometimes the only thing that we can choose in the moment to better our lives is our attitude. We decide, do I dwell? Do I continue to look inward at pain and think, woe is me? Or do I look at it and like, yeah, my leg hurts, but we have so much right now in this moment to be happy for. We could focus on what we don't like, or we can focus on what we do want rather than using a bleed or whatever pain that I might be going through, rather than continuing to sit back and not do and not participate. I like to think that I would choose and do choose in that moment to have more for myself.
Which brings Rocky back to the phrase that started all of this: I'm fine. These days, he's trying to aim a little higher.
I like to say, amazing, fantastic. If somebody asks me how I'm doing, I give them an answer. And I want to be amazing, fantastic. I want more than I'm fine. I want not only to be really, really good, but I also want to share some enthusiasm for life. And I know that every opportunity I get, I'm going to do that. And if somebody asks me, how are you? I look at that as an opportunity to share love and be loved and to give enthusiasm and to make somebody smile. Because in that moment, if somebody's asking how they're doing, they could also do better too.
Because maybe the goal isn't pretending everything is perfect, and maybe it's not always sharing every detail of what hurts either. Maybe the balance lives somewhere in between. Acknowledging the hard stuff, letting people care for us when we need it, and still choosing, when we can, to show up for life with our amazing, fantastic selves.